Color grading is much more than correcting problems. Oftentimes I'll have the director ask me if I can change the color of the sky or change the hue of a dress to bring out just a certain region of the frame, a certain face, a character. That can really make a huge difference in conveying the story to the audience. As I go through each stage of the grade, adding different notes, it's just shocking sometimes how far we've taken the storytelling capability of the image. I feel that when you come to see me, you're really connecting with a true artist that can really offer and commit towards something that you can't always get in the big houses or other places. That's why I created my studio, Color Space Finishing.
If there's one thing that the human race is hardwired to enjoy and appreciate, it's a great story. We love that feeling of immersion and wonder we get from a tale that transports us to another world, that opens us up to challenges and possibilities we might otherwise never imagine or engage. But what makes a great story? What is it that actually draws us in? And how do great stories, true or invented, engage our imaginations and emotions, cause us to become so deeply invested, and then leave us with a deep sense of satisfaction or longing? And particularly with our favorite movies, what is it about them that we so strongly connect with? Is it the amazing action sequences? Or perfectly timed comedy? Perhaps it's a romance to end all romances.
He's looking at you, kid.
Or an amazing cast of characters that you'll never forget. We all sense that it's something much deeper than that. On some level, we've weighed the greatness of stories by the depths of their struggle, the pain of their losses, and the magnitude of their triumphs, by the scale of their heights and lows.
This is a big one, the one I've been waiting for all my life.
Now, imagine a movie about a character surrounded by favorable conditions that continue to get increasingly more favorable until they comfortably arrive at their death. None of us would watch that movie.
I don't want to hear about it either way. That's just the way it's going to be.
Ironically, we would never wish our ideal lives upon the characters we see in our favorite movies. Even if Dorothy gets married to a super nice guy, becomes a great lawyer, and buys the biggest house in Kansas, she'll never experience anything as bemusing or as breathtaking as Oz. As sweet of a girl as she is, if she never leaves Kansas, we're leaving the theater.
Be gone before somebody drops the house on you.
If William Wallace looks around at the oppressive rule of Edward I, shrugs, and says, "This is fine," then we're all left scratching our heads for 2.5 hours while he explains to his neighbors that a revolution is just a bit too dangerous and that farming is the safest move. If Rocky just really didn't feel like running all the way to the top of those steps, we certainly can't expect him to beat Apollo. If Luke or Frodo stays home, so do we.
Find a truly original idea. That's the only way I'll ever distinguish myself. It's the only way that I'll ever...
Massive.
We're wired to not only expect, but appreciate the tension that comes with major interruptions and conflicts in our movies. Why should it be any different with our lives? We demand that the characters in our movies we watch meet significant challenges and setbacks on the road to resolution. So why would any less be demanded of us?
Well, what's there tells a story if you read between the lines.
Why would you settle for a mediocre story when a great story is possible? After all, we only get one storyline.